Okay. Hey, Mrs. Giesing.
Mrs. Hallie.
There's a Washam.
Hey guys, and Mr. Washam here. That's Miss Hallie's kids up in the middle there. So we're going to run through you guys with your assignment for this week. We're going to be talking about traits. So as you can see, if you look at all of us here on the screen, we all look distinctly different. Yet, even though some of us have our kids on here with us. And so we're going to be talking about traits and what some of the things are that some of us have, yet others don't. Or maybe our parents have it, but we don't. And so these are what are called traits. And in our society, certain traits are considered dominant and some are considered recessive. So if it's a more common trait, it's known as a dominant trait. And if it's not as common, it's known as a recessive trait. Okay, so we're going to start easy. We're going to demonstrate the trait inventory for you guys. And the first question on the inventory is very simple. It is just simply your gender: male,
male,
female,
Female.
Female.
Female. Male.
All right. The next one is hand. Are you left or right-handed? Left-handed for me.
right-handed,
right-handed,
Left.
Right.
You're right-handed, Maddie.
Oh, I forgot.
All right. Just ask yourself, can I see the colors red and green? And for me, that's a yes. I see red and green. Yes.
yes.
yes,
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes, I see red and green.
Yes.
Okay, so we do not exhibit color blindness, because if you can't see them, then you're considered colorblind. All right, this is the Mr. Washam special. So I have what is called a widow's peak. My hair comes to a point. So yes, I have a widow's peak.
I do too.
I don't.
I don't think I do.
I don't.
Bold whenever I do that. I don't.
Basil, pull your hair back like this.
Yeah, Basil does.
Basil does. She has a real tiny one. So widow's peak, your hair comes to a point, or you're like Miss Hallie,
Yeah.
and it goes straight across. It's called interlacing fingers. So what you got to do, you can't think about it. You just got to take your fingers, right? And you got to, and you clap your hands together. All right. So on the count of three, everybody clap your hands together. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Now you look and you see which thumb is on top. All right. So for me, it was my left thumb. My left thumb was on top.
Left thumb.
Right thumb.
This one.
Right.
Right.
Right. Left.
Hey, now if you want to be really tricky, try to switch it and see how it feels. So have your hands and then switch it.
Oh, yeah.
The next one is the what some people call the butt chin or the cleft chin. So you have like you gotta get real close to the camera. I do not have the indention, or do I? I don't know.
I don't.
I don't think you do. No.
So if you did have it, you would have like an indention in your chin right there, and that's called cleft chin. Next one is your hair. Is it straight or is it curly? Straight.
You're just asking these hair questions just to get to me, aren't you?
Yeah.
That's the whole point of having you in our conversation, Mr. Giesing.
Comic relief. Okay, straight.
Straight.
Corey.
Straight.
Straight.
Alan.
Hi, say straight.
Straight, but it might look a little messy because I just got off.
Okay.
Mine's Corey.
Your hair is
Yeah,
straight.
straight.
Yeah. I think my hair crazy.
All right. The next one is freckles. I have none.
I have freckles.
No freckles.
No freckles.
Who's got freckles?
I have freckles.
Hey.
Hallies. Woo!
All right. The Hallies all have freckles. Basil, you have none. Evelyn, you have none.
Maddie, you've got cute freckles. You should show your freckles.
You got to smile to do this. It's the dimples, right? So you see, I got dimples. This is where the grandma wants to grab your cheek and say, "Oh, you're so cute."
Yeah, Bill's got some dimples. I don't have any dimples.
I don't have any dimples. I don't have a dimple.
One. Here we go. It's the tongue roll. Can you do this?
That's easy.
Oh, look at Evelyn. Oh, Evelyn, good job. All right. So that's the tongue roll.
Touch my nose.
Yeah, yes,
Earlobes. So on the earlobes, are your earlobes like mine are what are called detached because they kind of make this little loop? If
Yeah,
they're attached, anybody have attached?
Mine are pretty attached.
Detached.
So attached kind of more comes straight
Little wiggly part.
onto the side of your face.
Yeah, if you got the little wiggly part, then
Yeah,
it's
mine's
detached.
detached.
Your nose. Okay, so on your nose, some people on their nose, they have a bump in the middle of their nose. I don't. Mine runs straight. If my wife was here, she has a bump on hers.
I don't.
No bump.
Maddie, you do.
But you don't know, cause like there's like a little bump that you can't really.
Yeah,
see
mine's
that
just straight.
Face
nose.
shape. Is your face more like
Oh, yeah.
oval,
Oh yeah.
right? Or is it more round? Oval or round? And
I'm
so
oval.
mine's kind of the round shape.
I think
You're not round. You're
Am
oval.
I round? I'm oval?
Oval.
Okay.
Oval.
I'm more
Oh.
round.
Oh, that one.
Yeah,
in the
Basil,
I'm
Basil over, Evie's round.
Is eye color? What color is everybody's eyes?
round.
Green.
Like blue.
Green.
Blue.
Green. Mine.
Yeah, Evelyn's are greenish blue. Mama G, yours look bluish from here.
They're generally blue to green, depending.
Mine
Uh,
are hazel.
yeah, mine are too. Mine are more the like
Mine's
hazily
brown.
colored. Hey, hair color. So you're either dark hair, blonde hair, or red hair, and dark means brown or black. So
Dark.
I'm obviously dark.
Mine has mine
Basil's
eyes
dark.
like-
Hazel's dark. Evelyn's blonde.
I have blonde and hazel eyes.
We're kind of a mixture of all three.
Okay.
We have red, we have brown, we have some blonde. We're not really dark.
I have dark hair, but
You guys are a
my
recessive
eyes
gene
are
pool
blonde.
over
I
there.
don't know
We
why.
really, really are.
Yes.
Okay, so this one's fun. This is called a hitchhiker's thumb. So you stick your thumb up in the air, right? And you have a hitchhiker's thumb. If you're like Miss Giesing and myself, it curls backwards,
Nope.
right? We're looking at Miss Hallie,
Just
Nope.
like a little.
straight up in
Basil,
the air. Basil straight up in the air. Alan straight up in the
So
air,
it can do dances.
right? So if it curls backwards, you have a hitchhiker's thumb. Otherwise, if it's straight up in the air like Miss Hallie, it's straight up in the air. So on your fingers, this section of your fingers up here, is there hair? And it's called mid-digit hair. So
No.
some people have it and some people don't.
No.
I do.
No, I don't.
Yes, yeah, I do. No for Giesing, no for Hallie. Okay.
No for Hallie.
The little finger bend. So your little finger, like when you stick your hand straight up in the air, your little finger either goes straight up in the air like mine, or it's possible it points inward. It would point inward towards the reading finger. But mine
Yep.
points
Now you point in again.
Mine
Yeah.
goes straight up.
Yep. Miss Hallie's bends a little bit in.
Yeah, so it either bends inward a little bit on the tip like Miss Hallie's, or it goes straight up in the air.
Yeah.
And
I'm
that's
so
your
glad
little
you have
finger.
me here to show all these wonderful
Hey, give
recessive
me back
traits.
my brown.
Okay, eyebrows. Are your eyebrows, they're one of two. They're either big, which means broad, or they're small, which means slender. So like mine are broad, like they're nice and big.
Well, when they're not plucked, they're broad. They're broad.
I don't know.
And you don't have to show this, but the last one is your big toe. Is your big toe longer or shorter than the second toe, which is the toe next to it?
Shorter.
You have to.
Shorter.
They're
Longer.
basically the same.
Shorter.
Like the same.
Yeah, mine's longer. Miss Hallie's gonna show hers.
Actually, no.
There it is.
So that is the traits inventory. Hallie kids, thank you so much for participating.
Basil,
Basil.
I do too. Great
Basil,
logo.
thanks for participating. Hey everyone, so this is the traits inventory. You'll find it linked up in Google Classroom, and you simply click on it and you fill out the inventory just like the teachers and I demonstrated in the previous video. And so you'll go through here and answer all of these questions and see which one is the correct answer for you. Click submit when you are done. And then what you'll also see is another link that takes you to the responses. Now you'll need to wait, right? Because like if you do this right away, you're going to be like, oh, there's only like 3 or 4 responses. All right, you need to wait like a day or two to give people a chance to respond to the traits inventory. And you'll see that this will start to populate. And then this is an old response here. And so you can see that 48% were female. All right, but if I move my mouse over it, it's actually 62. That's what you need. You need the number of actual responders that were female. So 48%, which is really 62 is the correct number there, were female that responded, whereas 67 were male. Now, again, this is an old example. This is old, all right? But yours will start to populate as students respond to this over the next couple days here this week. And so once there's lots of responses on here, now what you can do is you can kind of see how our 8th grade class is with traits, like which ones are more dominant and which ones are a little bit more recessive, which ones are more common and which ones are least common, right? So what you'll do with that info is you'll see that I have a traits graph set up for you. Now, yours is going to be blank. All right, this is a completed one. All right, yours will be blank. But I've highlighted these cells in yellow that you will need to fill in. All right, so it's all set up for you here. So you say, okay, how many were male, how many were female? All right, for gender. And so I go back to that results page and I move my mouse over it so I can get the number. 62 were female, 67 were male. And I go back on here, all right, 62 were female. Oops, said that wrong. 67 were male. All right, and I will continue to do that for every single one of the traits. Again, you only fill in the yellow highlighted columns or squares. Once you have all of that filled in, you can select the whole thing. So watch, I'm going to select the whole thing here. And again, I just select the data I want. So I've got all of it selected. And I go up here to my chart, insert chart, or I can go to insert chart. I can go either way. But I insert a chart, and look at that. It will graph all of this information for you, and you'll now be able to see which one is more dominant and which one is more recessive, which one is more common, which one is less common. And that's really easy for you to see, and you can just click on this and you can say move to its own sheet so that it's nice and big for you. But what you'll get is something that looks like that, right? And so there is the nice big graph that I have for the entire 8th grade that I can make for the traits of my 8th grade classmates. So again, 3 things, right? You've got the inventory. There'll be that you do. It's super simple. You just fill it out. You've got the link that shows you the results. Again, give it a couple days for students to fill this in, and then you can make a graph. Boom, click turn in. It submits the graph to us, and you've completed the traits inventory, and you've kind of also got an idea about your classmates and who has what. All right, there'll be more to come over the next couple weeks and stuff dealing with traits and heredity, but that is your assignment for this week, the traits inventory. Have a good one, everybody. Stay safe.
Yeah!